Don't let him come cook you and win. His caption game gonna hurt you a little bit more afterwards.
Brad, too easy.
Like your girl watched it, she like, damn, he cooked you and captioned you like that.
Brad, I'm telling you, it's
It hurt a little bit.
Shout out Shay, I love it. OG's in the building. We had a good road trip, UD, out in Indy. They treat us good, but it's good to be back in Miami, brother.
I mean, it was cold as hell out there, kid. That's all I remember.
I know you can't take that.
That's all I remember. I'm from Miami.
But we got a great show for y'all today, man. Happy to have John Wall in the building with us.
Oh, this is a good one.
You can clap, you can clap, you can
This is a
clap.
good one. This is a good. Even though he's a Kentucky Wildcat, this is a good
Yeah,
one.
that's painful because he's a Kentucky legend. He only went there 1 year, but he's still a legend down there. Number one pick in the draft in 2010, five-time NBA All-Star. The Kentucky hurts though, doesn't it?
It do hurt. It do hurt. But we're going to touch on that because you're from Raleigh, North Carolina, though. Just asking. I'm just curious.
Yeah,
I mean,
you know that.
It was another place.
Well,
Another place you could have pit
you make a
stopped
good point.
at before you got there. So I'm just
No,
trying to figure out.
There's multiple places.
Multiple
you can
places
pick.
I could have stopped.
Like NC State.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, North Carolina, Duke.
Yeah, I mean the list goes on
Couple
and on.
spots.
You flew over a lot of places now, Coach.
So what that was about? We gonna give you a chance. I ain't gonna tell you what I think. Cha-ching.
So we're talking about NIL. Or
I ain't gonna tell you what I think. Cha-ching. I would tell you. I just give a chance to tell the truth.
And it was Coach Cal's first year.
First year.
I wish I had
how to make a splash.
I wish I had the NIL ching, but like
You right.
it was crazy though. When I was making my college, like NCAA was following me around everywhere, like everywhere. Like somebody wore regular clothes on campus. I'm walking in class. I'm like, I don't know. He looked a little suspicious.
Hold on, this is where you're at, Kentucky.
Yeah, a little suspicious. So then I like, they investigate. You got to do interview. I get interviewed. Let's say
that.
August 6th. They skip September 6th. Come back October 6th. See if I switch my story up. If my story switch at all, I don't play college basketball. Not one game.
So they were investigating you for that.
For anything, they thought I like got
Just
shoes.
for going
no,
there.
they thought I got shoes and stuff like that going to. But I'm like, if you sponsored by, if your AU team sponsored by Nike or sponsored by Adidas, they send you stuff.
Yeah.
They was thinking like I had extra privilege stuff, so I was like, nah, I'm gonna tell y'all what it is.
How about the
said
NCAA?
you had to go through that
Hold
too?
on a second. Let's talk about this for just 1 second.
Okay, let's talk about the NCAA.
Obviously, NCAA, it's a great, unbelievable platform. We're getting close to March Madness, which is the best time of the year. For
sure.
Yes.
Let's keep it a
Only
buck.
time I watched.
But the fact that they're coming there and investigating you for extra shoes and curricular stuff right now when people are making $1 million on campus is nuts.
That's what I guess like 2010. 2009. That's what I was going through. So
Yeah.
I mean, you said you got investigated too. You had to answer some questions. I was a throw-in. I ain't getting none of that.
I had to answer a few
I was
questions.
throw-in. So what they got you too?
Yeah, I had to answer a few questions, but this episode here is about John, man.
Hey, listen, man. I was there for
gonna
a
throw
lot of
this one
years.
back on
I'm
you
just
now.
trying to figure out how I missed that. I ain't catch
man,
that.
I don't know how I was mad I got that, but yeah, like I was telling you before, like NC State was my mom's dream school. You know what I
you
mean?
did
So
say that.
I was thinking about going there. And for me, Carolina's my dream school growing up, man. Like, being in North Carolina, you got Duke, Carolina, NC State, Wake Forest right there. So I was like, man, Carolina, I'm seeing Raymond Felton, Rashad McCants, Sean May, all them play there. So I'm like, man, this look dope. Then Ty Lawson and them came there. And nobody really know the story, but right my senior year when I was about to make my decision, my mom got caught with an aneurysm. And she had to have brain surgery, and I was like, man, it, I'm just going to stay here. And she got better, and she was like, man, just don't make the decision because of me. Do what's best for you.
Wow.
And I ain't gonna lie, when I seen Derrick Rose at Memphis, and I seen him playing Oklahoma in the Garden, I said, yeah, this is what I'm playing for. Like, I'm gonna take all my visits. You want to take all your visits because I never got to travel. Like, I didn't ever fly until I was 16.
Wow.
Like, I drove from North Carolina to Chicago to go to Reebok underclassmen camp to get my name known. 16 hours, drive back, stay home for a week, then drive back to Philly. It was ABCD camp, used to be, but they called it Reebok U. That's when I kind of blew up. And my first time flying after that, we was going to Vegas for a tournament. So when I seen Derrick Rose play, I was like, yeah, man, like I'm gonna take all these visits, take the free gear from the schools, take the trips.
Yeah.
I ain't getting nothing growing up. But
Coach Cal's
once I
a
seen
gangster.
Cal play, I was like, man, this is where it's at.
Coach Cal's a gangster, man.
So I was about to
boy.
be in Memphis, you know what I mean? I
Yeah.
was about to go to Memphis, and he called me and was like, man, I'm about to get this job at Kentucky. How you feel about it? I'm like, I know about their history. I'm cool. It's a basketball state because for me, I needed to be locked in. I was only going to try to be there a year anyway. Everybody knew. So just go to a school where I could just focus on basketball. I want you else to do, but horses and basketball. They love horses and basketball. That's why they got the Kentucky Derby there.
Yeah.
I've been like 3 or 4 times. You know, you come in with your little spiffy suit on, different colors with a little hat on. So that was fun. So when Cal said he was making that move, I was like, it's done deal.
So everyone says that Kentucky Derby, like, since you said that, is a bucket list thing. It's like that, though?
It's different. You know what I mean? For me, it's cool. Like, I ain't really into horses, but I was like, I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm about to go to the draft. Then, you know, my first year or two in the league, we ain't make the playoffs, so I was going back. I was going back to experience. My second year was a lockout year. But just to see all, like, everybody dress up, that's a dope. And you meet a lot of celebrities and kind of be on that platform and kind of see what you're going into when you go to the NBA. So it was definitely dope. So if it ain't something you have done before, you'll definitely like the experience.
I ain't been, Killer. You been?
I ain't been either.
I ain't been.
And they like helped me out. Like, so every time I won, like I bet on the horse that won. So I think I got a little bit of good luck.
Okay. All right.
I don't know about horses though.
I'm gonna start out here. I call the racetrack. Throw me a couple bets out here with a couple of these donkeys and see what I can get.
You can now win up to 100 times your money on Prize Picks with as little as 4 correct picks. That's right, 4 correct picks. You can turn $10 into 1,000. Come on, man. Who doesn't want to do that? With NBA, NHL, and college basketball entries today on Prize Picks, America's #1 fantasy sports app. Conference tournaments are here, which means the biggest moments in college basketball are upon us. Be a part of the action. Don't miss out. Get to Prize Picks for both men's and women's college basketball. Whether it's tournament season or a fight for the playoff home court, there's no shortage of high-stakes basketball moments this time of the year. Get in on the excitement. Get in on the action with Prize Picks, America's #1 fantasy sports app, where you can turn your latest hoops knowledge into some serious cash, bro. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code OGs for your first deposit match of up to $100. Pick more or pick less. It's that easy.
Yo, y'all know what it is. It's the OG, man. Want to let y'all know we heard y'all loud and clear. We know y'all want that uncut. So make sure you go to patreon.com/theOGs or just download the Patreon app. All the live access, behind the scenes, real talk, real rap. Tap in, you already know.
So basically it was Derrick Rose and Coach Cal being a gangster that got you all the way over there, huh?
Yeah, for sure that, man. Yeah.
There was a lot of talent that came with you, too.
Buddy in there.
There was a lot of talent. Everybody would have jumped in on that.
Yeah, it was crazy because, like,
talk about that,
funny
the class.
stories. Talk about the class for sure, but me and Boog, DeMarcus Cousins, met at 13 under. Like, we played against each other in 13 under.
Boog was a
Marcus
bad
Cousins was a
motherfucker.
bad.
That's a person y'all got to get up here,
name.
too.
That was another name. That's
Boogie.
a bad mother.
We met at 13 under. We playing.
I'm cussing. What I supposed to say? What I supposed to say when I cuss? Catch us on Patreon for the cussing.
And we met at 13 under. We played against each other, and I got like my first dunk on somebody. And me and him just started chopping up, being cool. And go to LeBron camp. Going into our senior year, we start talking, connecting. He's like, yeah, you want to go to college together? I'm like, all right, cool. Like, you know what I mean? He like, but he committed to UAB at the time. I said, hey, Bug.
Oh,
wow. But I ain't going to UAB, bro. Like, we gotta figure something else out. So then I was like, come to NC State, take a visit. We take a visit and stuff. And funny story, I just told it on my podcast the other day. I was like, he was gonna go to Kentucky when Cal switched. And I called him. It was about to announce that day, and I was like, yeah, bro, I'm about to go to Duke. And I hung up on him. So you know, he called me like 7, 8 times. He's like, bro, stop playing with me. Then I announced. He finally seen I went there, but I was just messing with him though. But like, that's like my brother. Me and E. Bled, we came cool. We got a shit we call 3A for life, 3 amigos. Like every time you seen us, you seen us.
E. Bled was
E.
a bad
Bled, God damn, you just keep dropping that. Yeah.
Hold up, 5 first rounders in that.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
first
crazy.
time anybody had 5 first rounders. But the crazy part was everybody like, man, E. Bled going there. Like, why you going? I'm like, bro, if he nice, I'm nice. Like, I don't care who it is. Like,
They need
and
more
Cal
people
asked
like that.
anybody, like, I'm a person that I always had to go get my, like, I was hunting people. And when I became #1, I always kept that mind grade and that aggression to be hunted. Like, I never took a back seat. But you had me, John Hood was there, even though he didn't go in the first round. It was me, John Hood, Daniel Orton, Darnell Dodson, DeMarcus Cousins, Eric Bledsoe. We all went to Kentucky that one year, bringing back Patrick Patterson, Perry Stevenson, Mark Krebs, and those guys, and Josh Harrison. We always wanted to get Jody Meeks to come back because we feel like we would have been undefeated.
Yeah.
We brought Jody back. You know, Jody was tough the year before, and we need another shooter. And he got promised something in the draft to go a certain place. But out of all those guys I named, 5 of us went in the first round, first time ever done.
5 first time ever.
And Cal told me when I got there, he was like, we know you leaving, but don't leave by yourself. I'm like, what you mean? Like, I'm nice, but I don't think I could take nobody else with me.
Took 5 of them, dude.
Like, E. Bled thought he was going to be in school 4 years. DeMarcus wasn't even on the board at the time, so he thought he was going to do 2-3 years. And I seen how dominant DeMarcus was before. Like, what the bigs doing now, he was doing it then, but it was a different game with the big man. And I went to the draft, Kyle, like, we all leaving. And one thing I respected about Kyle, he was like, DeMarcus asked him, was like, I'm thinking about coming back for another year. He asked me, I was like, man, hell no, I'm going number 1. I'm out. Like, I've been broke for 18 years. I'm out. I love it. I get a chance to go somewhere. And Kyle was like, man, if you want to take care of my family, you'll stay another year. If you want to take care of your family, you're going to leave. And, you know what I mean? You got to respect that because a lot of coaches won't take it. And
Shout
that's
out
what
to
I
Kyle
respected
for that.
Kyle
No
for
doubt.
that.
Yeah, a lot of coaches will lie to you. Yeah, I think you're going to be like second round, something you might not be. Try to keep you in school.
Or they going to tell you when you about to commit, hey, man, you're going to have the ball 90% of the time. Like, that's what won my mom over on my visit when Kyle came to me because she was like, he didn't talk about basketball. He just talked about life. Because I'm like, I know I'm going to get there, like, but once you sign on that dotted line, it changes.
Yeah.
A lot of these kids be picking schools, and I tell these young kids all the time, don't pick a school because your agent wants you to go there or your mom wants you to go there or your AAU coach wants you to go there because when don't pan out,
They're gonna blame
you blaming them
right.
for it. But if I pick this school and it don't work for me, all right, I made this decision. So if I want to transfer, I transfer.
I just had this conversation 3 years ago now with my oldest son. When we were, or 2 years ago, whatever it was. He was asking me what school I should go to. I said, I'm not going to tell you. I'll give you my opinion, but you're going to make it for yourself because no matter where you go, it's going to be f***ed up. There's going to be a little, I'm telling you, it's going to happen. You're going to go there and something's going to happen. And if I helped you pick the school or you think I picked the school for you, you're going to like, I got to get out of here. Yeah. If you pick it for yourself, you're going to fight through it. Man, and that's what these dudes got to do. You got to fight through
my first day there, I mean, we think we do conditioning in high school. Man, we got 6 a.m. in the summer, suicide, 20 suicides in 20 minutes.
Well, you already know that's that Kentucky. Cause we caught that when Billy Donovan came from under Cal, and we caught the 20. I'm still got PTSD. I still ain't right.
I went back to my dorm.
They tried.
I called my mom, say, "Mom, I think I need to transfer." Like, they need.
Listen,
Boog's feet caught on fire. Can I tell this story, man?
Hold on,
he told me, listen.
Boog's feet caught on fire.
He tired of me telling this story. Cause I just had him on my podcast, right? So he mad. We got 20 suicides, 20 minutes. You know, Cal always got jokes.
20 and 20.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So y'all, as a guard, we had 28, 30 seconds to finish.
Yeah.
The bigs
That's
had
a good
38.
one.
Yeah. So y'all probably, if you on the business. So we got probably we in the first 7 to 8. His feet burning. He throw the shoes. Boom, boom. He go sit in the corner. I'm talking about he's sitting like this. Man, I ain't doing this no more. Cal walk over to him. He like, if you would have finished, I would have gave y'all tomorrow off. No, he lying. No, he lying. Yeah. Then he like, if you can't never finish this, you'll play. You'll play now 5, 10, 15 minutes, but you'll never start for me. You'll never start for me. So the rest of that day, he put him at half court. So if you get in trouble doing anything, you don't run. You sit at half court while the rest of the team run. So we looking at him like, man, we want to fight him.
Yeah, exactly.
Who fighting Bud? Like, unless we all jumping him, we ain't fighting him one-on-one. So the next day, he finally finished it, but his feet was on fire. He called his mom. He's like, man, I'm thinking about transfer. I want to go back home. I said, man, I ain't leaving. I'm gonna figure this out.
I still ain't finished. Shout out to Bull, because I still ain't finished.
Oh, he would have been a Cal.
I still ain't finished.
Hey, you would have been a Cal doghouse to this day. You probably would have played 5 minutes a game.
No. He finished. He lied.
Yeah.
Yes, you did, goddammit.
Man,
I'm gonna tell you.
You
a
had to
funny
peel
one,
me
though.
off the goddamn fence.
Our school, we had the same thing, 20 and 20. And in our old practice facility was a cage, like a cage around it. That was Florida before they became Florida. Yeah. Had a cage up there, and we're on like 16s or whatever.
I made it that many?
You might have. I don't know what the number is. The number could be off a little bit. But he's over there, and he's grabbing on that cage in between his 30 seconds or whatever. I'm like, come on, man. This man looked at me so nasty. That was the last time I was like, man, I ain't
I'm about to put hands
ever.
on him.
He was about to kill me.
Listen.
He was grabbed on that cage. Like, I was like, come on, man. I might have said something like a little more different than that. Man. He looked at me like, I'm about to beat your ass.
Man, I
said, hey, you on your own, guy. I got you.
I did not come here for that. I came here for basketball.
I knew shout out DeAndre Liggins. I knew he was different because we did the 20 suicide, 20 minutes with the team. Yeah. And then he'd do another 20 after by himself. I said, yeah, he's crazy. Yeah. Like, I don't know what's wrong with him. I wouldn't dare do it.
He got so mental with the run and stuff. Like, he said he had PTSD. He really did. Like, I must be out there. He'd be out there on the track, be out there in spandex running like it was going to help him. Yeah. I said, come on, man.
I tried everything, dog.
In spandex?
I tried everything, dog. I tried everything.
He was real track mode then.
I was like, maybe if I take off the clothes, maybe the clothes making me
all mental. You got to play mental games
now. Too heavy. If I break it down a little bit, I maybe move a little faster.
Yeah, you start playing mental games then.
He was. So you leave there, Kentucky, have an unbelievable, Elite 8, right?
Yep, Elite 8.
Elite 8 run, 5 guys get drafted. You go number 1 in the draft. At that time, the only player Kentucky's ever gone number 1. It's unbelievable, man. So, like, talk to me about, draft night. I mean, obviously, you're, picking Kentucky and then draft night, going number 1, seeing your teammates and all them go right behind you. Like, that's a special feeling.
Oh, man.
I don't care if it was
number
Washington.
1.
Yeah, just being from Raleigh, North Carolina, man, from the South Side, I never even thought I had an opportunity to even go to the NBA. Yeah. You know what I mean? Just seeing what I seen. I grew up watching Flip Murray, though. He went to Shaw University.
Flip.
Shout out Flip, man.
Shout out Flip. I was in camp with Flip. That's my dog.
It's like
Shout
5 minutes
Flip.
from where I grew up, so you know what I mean? Like, I didn't really get a chance to see him play, but then, like, they had a St. All Pro-Am league that all the pros used to come and play in. But shout out to P.J. Tucker, too. I mean, like, that's the first guy I seen make it to the pros for where I'm from. He went to Enloe. I mean,
PJ from there.
Yeah, P.J. Tucker. Him and Chris Wilcox went to the same high school.
I didn't know that.
Chris Wilcox.
They
went to high school.
High fly.
So
Boy,
just seeing
Boy,
PJ Tucker be like, give us a chance to, like, okay, we can make it out here. You know what I mean? Then go to the Big 12 and be Big 12 Player of the Year and all that and get drafted. It was a dream come true for me. Like that, my mom's birthday was that Monday. So she got to pick out my
happy birthday, Mom.
Yeah, she got to pick out her birthday is June 21st, first day of summer. So she got to pick out my draft fit. And just being in New York, man, experiencing with my family, like going around seeing Times Square and just being in that spotlight, I'm like, damn, it's really happening. Like, I'm really making it to where I always dreamed of. And just hearing your name called just gave me chills. Like, everything I've been through, the sacrifices my mom made for me at working 3 to 4 jobs, picking me up, taking me to school and picking me up from school. That's the only time I would see my mom a lot of times. Sometimes not paying a light bill for me to go to AAU tournaments.
Yeah.
So I gave everything to her. You know what I mean? Everything I did was for her and for my family. So to be in that moment and to see all my brothers go behind me, it was amazing, bro. Like, set a record to go 5 guys in the first round. Nobody never did it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Then I still hold on to this. I don't care nobody from Kentucky say I was the first one to ever go number 1.
That's
out of all the great talents that did it. So, you know what I mean? That hold a big thing in my heart to go to a legendary school and to be able to be on that platform.
Morgan & Morgan. If you get injured by a person, a place, or a thing, you deserve to get paid. If you're in an accident, not calling a lawyer means you could be leaving money on the table. Nobody wants to do that. So when you're seriously hurt, your injury could be worth millions. You can hit up Morgan & Morgan. They'll fight to get you those millions. Life is hard. Hiring Morgan & Morgan? Now that's easy. Too easy. Making a 3 with just one shoe on in the NBA Finals, now that is hard. Hiring a Morgan, that's easy. If you're ever injured, you can check out Morgan & Morgan. Their fee is free. I said that right. It is free unless they win. For more information, go to forthepeople.com/theOGs or dial #law, #529 from your cell phone. That's forthepeople.com/theOGs or #law, #529 from your cell phone. This is a paid advertisement. Eating better is easy with Factor's delicious, ready-to-eat meals. Every fresh, never frozen meal is chef-crafted, dietitian-approved, and ready to go in just 2 minutes. You'll have over 35 different options to choose from every single week, including Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, and Keto Friendly. Also, there are more than 60 add-ons to help you stay fueled up and feeling good all day long. What are you waiting for? Get started today and get after your goals. Pancakes, smoothies, and more. Discover a wide variety of easy options for the entire day, like breakfast, midday bites, and more. Head to factormeals.com/OGFactor50 and use code OGFactor50 to get 50% off. It's that simple. That's the code OGFactor50 at factormeals.com/OGFactor50 to get your 50% off.
I want to know one thing though, in the tournament, but like who y'all lost to?
West Virginia, man. Bob Huggins in there. Yeah.
Bob Huggins.
Joe Mazzulla was a PG.
Joe Mazzulla.
Shout out Joe Mazzulla, man. He had a hell of a game.
Listen, everybody know. Everybody know how I feel about the Celtics. But as a coach, hell of a coach. How was he as a player? I don't know much about him as a player. How was he as a player?
You can be honest. Like,
Nah, for real, like, be honest, like, I'm never gonna sugarcoat nothing. He was solid. Like, he was just a guy that was a hard worker. Like, he never thought he was gonna be at that point from what I heard from the interview he was saying. And he just worked his way. I remember Chuck Brown was their starting point guard, if I'm not mistaken, but he was injured. And he was supposed to come back for that game, but he didn't. And I think they held him out another game. And Joe was just, I mean, we were just playing the percentages. Like, he wasn't a great three-point shooter from what the statistics said. And he's the reason why they beat us, because he played well. Deshaun Butler played well, All-American, first team All-American. Shout out to him. And he the one that told Bob Huggins about the 1-3-1. And he was like, yo, try it. Because they started off in man against us, and we was having a field day. They won 1-3-1. They had a lot of length.
So he was coaching back then.
Yeah, he told Bob Huggins about it and taught him about it. So I was like, damn, like we couldn't make no three. We started off like 0 for 20.
And we talked about this before we came on here. That dome, that Syracuse
dome, man. I wanted to feel like I'm not the only one to feel like if you're not used to playing there, that's a hard place to shoot.
As a shooter,
Definitely
it is like the
place.
hoops are floating out there.
Yeah, and for us, that's one thing we always was worried about of like not having a great shooting night. You know what I mean? Because like we was a great team, but we just wasn't a great shooting team.
Yeah.
And that was the one thing we worried about, and that's what haunted us. So shout out to Bob Huggins in West Virginia and Joe Mazzulla there. But yeah, I hate talking about that. That still haunt me to this day because I wanted to win the national championship. So
Trust me, I know the feeling.
Buddy, do we?
I know the feeling. I mean, I'm still thinking about them 5 threes Mateen Cleese hit. Same thing though, bro. Scout report, statistically, he's not supposed to be able to do this.
Yeah.
This is what we want him to do. Man hopped to the back, hurt his ankle, and hopped back out and made 5 threes, and the rest was history.
I guess that was just their moment.
It was.
What they saying, March Madness, one shining moment?
One shining moment.
One shining
I
moment.
love that. I love that
Because
song.
like for us, it was like, we didn't know if Duke was gonna win, but like we just had a feeling they was, and we wanted to play Duke so bad because
Man.
Cal never got to play against Coach K. You know what I mean? That's who West Virginia played next,
Oh.
and it was sad because Deshaun Butler and them had a great run. And he get towards ACL the next game, and it was
right.
and it would have been perfect for us because it was in Indiana.
Yeah.
And guess what it is for Kentucky? A quick drive down.
No, that'd have been all blue.
So it would have
That would've been
been
beautiful.
amazing. Like
So you brought up one shining moment. You brought up March Madness. Your Kentucky team that's there now, pretty damn good, bro.
yeah.
What do you think about them going in the tournament?
For me, I think the only thing I always say about them, they got all the firepower. Like, they have enough depth with bigs, guards. They shoot probably one of the best shooting teams in the league. Only thing I say about them is, and I know Cal is harping on this very hard, is lock down on defense. Like if they lock down defensively and become a great defensive team, like right now, they have a great chance to win it all because they don't have nothing on the offense end they missing. It's just defensively they got to lock it in.
Is the NBA trickling down to college right now? Because I've never in my entire career seen college teams like good ones like the Kentuckys, the Alabama, like the SEC type level teams are scoring 100 regularly now.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like to me for real. I feel like it's really no defense.
But
Like,
as I was saying, it's wild to me though, because think about it. As good as you guys were in 5 number 1 picks.
we probably averaged like 75,
That's
80
what
at
I'm
the most.
saying. At the
But like when I
most.
first came into the league, the first team to 80 was winning.
Yeah, like now I'm watching these games. It's 109 to. I'm like, what am I missing?
When you got
here?
teams that got 80, 85 at half.
That's what I'm
I remember
saying.
when I first came in 2010, you got 80.
You're
You're 9 times out of 10, you're winning the
You're
game.
hooping.
You're winning the game.
You was winning that game.
So like you go back to the not even jump ahead, you go to the All-Star game, like you scored 211 points.
That was crazy.
You see, but one team shot 88 threes.
That was crazy.
How many threes in your career would you have if you
was
shooting 15 and 23 a game? Like these guys are shooting 12 to 15 threes a game.
Me and Ray Allen had this conversation because me and Ray were both kind of like the nuts. Like we always were in the gym shooting, and so we'd always bounce stuff back and forth. And that was one of the things me and Ray talked about. Was like, you're reading a scouting report now, and you're going to play a team, especially a D'Antoni team or whatever, and you're looking at it. And dude's averaging 11 threes attempted a game, shooting 33%. Like we're hot guys, like run them off the line.
Yeah.
I said, damn, when me and Ray were coming through at the beginning of our careers, especially the first 5 or 6, like if you weren't shooting 40 plus, you didn't shoot more than 2 a game.
Yeah.
Like coach be like, damn, what you shooting that 3 for?
That's what I'm saying. Some guys don't even get 11 shots the whole game.
No.
Some guys are shooting 11 threes and they still getting 12, 15 more shots.
Listen, I'm like Rondo. Remember what Rondo said? He get to fire them things up, and he made 1 out of 10. Fire them up too. Why not? Like that's the game now.
But that's how, it's all that, like if I only shoot 3 and I only make 1 or I don't make none, I'm gonna have a bad percentage. But if I get to shoot 10 and 12, I'm gonna at least
100%.
make 4 or 5,
Yeah.
so it's gonna
And
look
you can-
better.
Yes, 100%.
So the game is definitely expanding and went to a whole nother world, but we'll talk about that.
We can
So-
talk about Florida getting that win in Rupp Arena real quick too this year.
Yeah, it was easy.
Oh,
right?
man.
I mean, it's all good, dog.
Nah,
I ain't never won in Rupp.
But
was
you know, I
living-
go through this problem with Bradley Beal because he was from Florida, so I had to do. So we used to do
Right.
the same thing you and
Right.
Tyler and Bam do.
Right, but Tyler and Bam ain't paid me. Just to let
So
y'all
isn't that an
know.
automatic bet?
Yeah, automatic.
Yeah, it's automatic.
So I owe y'all hundreds. It's automatic bet. So we even though. We beat y'all at Florida though.
We even.
All
But
right,
Tyler
but
and
from now on,
Bam.
we know every year we doing
Yeah,
this. It should be
automatic.
automatic.
Just
Not
so you
football
know.
though. We ain't doing that.
Yeah,
we gonna
yeah.
leave
No, I
football.
don't want no smoke. I don't want no smoke. I'm a hurricane when it comes to football. I'm just be honest. I'm a
Okay,
hurricane
okay.
when it comes to football. Tyler and Bam pay my money though. We can proceed. For sure, because they still owe me, and it's crazy that they maxed out and they don't pay me $100.
Well,
It's
max
crazy.
out, the max
It's a whole
out, they
nother
got
conversation.
to. Because the max out on another level now.
Yeah, it's maxed out on a whole nother level.
But going into that, like, you know, we were just talking about the Kentucky, because I'll be honest, I would not want to prepare for them in 2 days, in a day. Like, they're going to have a huge advantage because of, you know, if they can get through either the Thursday, Friday both weeks, like they're a Final Four team to me because you prepare for them in one day, you have no chance.
No, if you get time to prepare for it, it might be a little different.
Yes,
but right away,
yes.
no, it's gonna be
you'll
tough.
attack some of their stuff defensively and on the glass, like you can do that. But as far as like ball movement and pace and space and the way they're shooting,
and it's like they got you got Antonio Reeves that could be a first-team All-American. Then you got
Reed Shepherd,
you got DJ Wagner, you got Justin Edwards that's finding his rhythm.
Dillingham,
then you got all the bigs that can find their rhythm. So like early on, they had a little I went to the early games when they could have beat Kansas early on, but you could just tell they was young. But I was like, to be in a game like this on that big stage, like your first 3 or 4 games, you might lose it, but you're building that confidence for later on. And I think that's what kind of hurt us because like we was like all those tests we got early when I was there, we was winning. Like we had UConn in the Garden with Kimba, Jerome Dyson. Stanley Robinson, you know what I mean? Alex Oriaki,
started off
those
like
guys.
19-0 this year.
Yeah, 19-0. We played Carolina, had Larry Drew, Marcus Ginyard, William Graves, John Henson, Tyler Zeller, Deion Thompson, Ed Davis. They had all those guys.
When you took your trip to North Carolina, so I heard this. I don't know if this was true. I heard that you kind of bumped into Hansbrough, and he was kind of some of the reason why you didn't choose North Carolina a little bit.
He bumped into Hansbrough.
Huh? Yeah, like to me, I remember like when I go to Carolina, we stop by a football game. You know what I mean? When you're a star, you know what I mean? You got your own little section.
Yeah.
And, you know what I mean? Sometimes the older guys that's a star don't want to say what's up to a recruit. It's cool. Like, that's not your recruit. You're not worried about taking care of
that. Hansbrough didn't do that.
Oh, I heard. Hey, listen.
Football game, I walk by and say what's up. Like, I don't talk to recruits. I'm like, all right.
Hold up.
That would, hey, man.
Hold up.
Word on the street.
Back for a second.
Word on the street. The man, the number one. Listen.
Hansbrough's there. You walk by, he doesn't say nothing to you?
Oh, he said something.
You know what I mean? Like, sometimes some guys, like, I've been on visits, too, before, like, when a guy's a star, not just that school, we don't gotta talk about. Like when a guy be like, you know what I mean? If you're not my recruit, I'm not showing you around. Like I don't gotta hang with you. I'm in my own little space.
That's crazy to me though, because at the end of the day, whether you're my recruit or not, you still coming to the school with me to be my teammate to help me win. So it shouldn't matter.
He bumped into Hansbrough for you.
Yeah, I took care of that for you. Yeah, we solid. It's all good. Everybody even swap, no swindle. Everybody straight.
All right, so off of college, #1 pick. We talked about how awesome that was. Talk about rookie year. Getting a notion in the league, how much different it was than college in your opinion, because I know for everybody watching this, man, to me end to end was unbelievable.
Listen,
unbelievable, and to see your game from where it was at the beginning to where it's continually going to be, and we're going to talk about that too for a second. But to add that speed and just the know-how and the play, to me was unbelievable. So talk about rookie year and what that was like.
Can I just touch on that real quick,
Of course
bro?
you can. I'd love for you to.
Like everybody understand how it is guarding Giannis. He get the ball and you got to get back and build that wall. But you wasn't 6'10". But literally, when you got the damn ball, you better get back and build the wall because he coming. He coming full speed downhill and he getting to that paint. And the league was different then. Obviously, like you say, now everybody wants to get to that spacing. But you was getting to that rack, dog. Like you was getting to that rack. And you a dunk on the ball. You a layup up.
Every time I get caught switched on him, that run to half court.
Oh, he backing up. He finna get a head full of steam.
Give me that high cross.
Man, dog, that was crazy. Like, yo, listen, like, it was like a sense of urgency when John Wall had the ball in transition. Like, it was that was at the top of the scout report.
Handful of people I hated getting switched on him. Jamal Crawford, hated getting switched on him. D Rose, Russ, them dudes. Because back then, man, like you guys, it was a physical part of it too. Like like you came at me full speed, and it was like, come on, man, what am I? I mean,
man, it was unmatched. Like you can't match that.
I definitely appreciate that. And like I said, just coming in, like you get a high draft pick, you go to a team that's not winning. I mean, so you just try just talking to a lot of OGs and old heads in the game. I always just try to figure like. I ain't trying to get custom with losing. They're like, don't get custom with it. It's going to change. Just continue to do your work, continue to grind. And I think just the physicality of the NBA. Like, I first came in, it's like, you come across the lane, they chucking your ass in the ribs. That ain't no foul. Like, I came when it was physical. And just being able, like, every time I was on scouting report, like, load up. And I'm like, damn. Like, so I'm just push pace. Then I learned how to change pace, learn how to play a little better, develop. But just playing against great teams. You know what I mean? Just seeing how those teams were like, oh, we got to focus in on him. I'm like, all right, I'm doing a great part. For me to come in averaging 17 and 8 as a rookie, I was like, that's great. Like, I'm making the right steps to where I'm supposed to be and, like, to get the respect and the credit from all the OGs and the superstars that was in the league at the time was a blessing for me. And like I always told people, like, I don't compare, like, when we first came into now, like, because if I came in the era now, it would be like, damn, what is this? Like, you know what I mean? Because I'm like, MVP D Rose is my rookie year. I was like, damn. I thought I was fast. I thought I was quick, and he was on another level. You know what I
Yes.
mean? So it was fun. It was exciting. It was a great just to see like how the league was, to see everything that I've dreamed of, to be in that moment to play. I was like, yeah, this is special.
I just want to know, like, because I never been in that situation, but people always talk about the pressure. You coming in the #1 pick, and it's basically, here, this is your organization. Take it and lead us there. Take us there. Like, what's the pressure of that? The mental, because listen, when we get on that basketball court, that's easy.
Yeah.
But off the basketball court, like, just understanding that pressure as a young man, you know what I'm saying, to trying to lead an organization.
Especially before you answer, especially when you don't have a whole lot of the control over it either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Like,
just
if you got to have the pressure of being #1 pick, and then you get to pick guys to come with you.
Yeah,
like
I think
to
just
Kentucky.
what my mom instilled in me, you know what I mean? Just like always be known as a greater person off the court than a basketball player. That's what my mom always did. Like, people might love you for your game, but when you're done, people gonna want to be around you, or people gonna respect you. That's what I always try to instill in myself. But it was heavy, man, because you know what I mean? Like, DC is like, nobody would know that's where my dad was from. So like, to be drafted there was amazing. Then it's 4-hour drive from North Carolina. My family's always coming up.
That's all it is, a 4-hour drive?
Yeah. 3.5 if you don't do the speed limit, but you know.
So you got there in 3?
Yeah.
For sure.
But it was amazing though, cause like I'm like, damn, like they really embraced the 18-year-old, 19-year-old kid with no face hair, no kids, to come here and to put the city on his back to for where I got it to with the help. I think it was amazing because I went from we wasn't a playoff team, we wasn't winning, to touching the community. That's what the most important thing with me was. Like, I know where they coming from Section 8 and Ward 8. I knew where they was coming from, what they didn't have. So I'm like, how can I bless them more than just blessing them on the basketball court? So I think that's why the people in DC love me and appreciate me as much as they do. Yes, the 110% I gave, like I was playing through every injury, doing everything I could to try to win a championship or just get the team to where I could get them to a high level. But I think touching the people in the community is what people embracing. Like you said, a lot of people don't understand it. They think just playing basketball and being between these 4 lines, that's it. But we got to do outside this. Like, we don't just wake up and go to practice. We got media attentions. We got photo shoots and family, all this. So it's been amazing. It's been
19 years
dope.
old, you ain't even old enough to drink.
No, hell no.
And you handling and you carrying all this on
Man,
your shoulder.
when I went anywhere, I was no lie, bro. I would leave the practice arena and go to Hooters every day, like right there. Give me some crab legs and watch football and basketball games all day.
Over at Hooters.
But that's like what I was doing because I live like 3 blocks away. I'm like, I don't know where else to go.
He went to Bun Buns.
Oh yeah, well, I ain't got that in DC.
No, I went to Tootsie's.
Can't go wrong.
Or the office,
can't
or
go
Take
wrong
One,
there.
or one of those. Yeah, I'm a day shift guy.
When did let's get a side pivot here.
Yeah, I'm a day shift guy.
When did Bradley Beal come? What year?
Go Gators.
20, yes, sir. 2012, I think. 2012,
So
I
2
think.
years.
Yeah, 2 years, yeah.
How
Yep.
was
Because
that?
that's when I'm telling you, you guys to me were unbelievable out in the playoffs, and it was fun to watch you guys. Talk about that with Bradley Beal and
It was a blessing,
you
man.
gotta
Like,
talk about the Gators.
no, for sure. He was a special talent, bro. He even played with my boy Kenny Boyton that was in my draft class. Kenny Boyton. I played against him.
Kenny Boyton.
Yeah.
Okay, South Florida kid.
American Heritage. Him and Ray Taylor.
Yeah.
I played against them and Brandon Knight at Team Breakdown.
Oh, yeah.
So I got a lot of
Another South
history. But just get him. I knew how special he was. I watched Brad a lot of AAU. You know what I mean? Like, one thing, I'm a basketball junkie. Like, I got a big TV and I split. You know, if you got direct TV, you go quad switcher. Split that bitch in 4 and you watching all games at one time.
fire.
Yes, sir. Yes,
That's
sir.
all I'm doing. So if you catch me on a Sunday or right after this later, I'm doing that. But just to get Brad was amazing because when he first came in, he was just a knockdown catch and shoot guy, not really put the ball on the floor as much. And he just kept developing, getting better and better. And he stays in the gym, a big gym rat. And then when I got injured, he took his game to another level. Learned how to play, make more, became really that superstar type of guy. And it was great to play with a guy like that. I was hoping I got another opportunity to get another run at it, but I ended up getting traded. But the way he was, the way he developed in his career, the space he's at now, I just hope he can stay healthy because he's a great piece and can help Phoenix get to whatever they're trying to accomplish. But he's a special talent.
So you, Bradley Beal, and you touched on something before we came on here that I think needs to be said, because you were in the workout when Klay Thompson came in, and you said something. Because could you imagine your speed with those two dudes? And you said that you're telling them to take Klay.
Yeah, I think.
Not calling anybody out.
I think we should have took Klay, for sure took Klay. Like, you know what I mean? A sharp shooter, knowing he could shoot the ball like that.
You say missed how many shots in that workout?
Probably 1 or 2 shots, man. He was fired, bro. So, like, I knew Klay was special, could shoot it. And we would have got him the year before that. That was 2011. Would have got to
That'd
get
have
rid of
been, that'd have been a problem.
Yeah,
What?
Because Klay was a great defender that
Yeah.
time too. You know what I mean? So he was a great defender. So he probably would have played the 3 for us.
Yeah.
Bradley the 2. And then you have me, Nene, and Gortat. Like, you know what I mean? It would have been amazing with the pick and roll we had.
Gortat. I remember that.
Yeah, Gortat.
Boy had the Jordan tattoo on his leg.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, he did.
Wait
Yes,
a
he
minute.
did.
Had to look again.
He made
That
pick and roll
MJ.
easy for me though, because a lot he learned from Steve Nash and Ben in Phoenix. He brought to me and taught me that. So he helped my point guard game go to another level.
Could you
So-
imagine those two shooters though?
Oh man, I would have
the
been
spacing?
hook
That's
passes.
crazy. Now you
Not
can't
too many.
build that wall.
You can't build a wall.
You get to that
couldn't help.
elbows if you want to.
Yeah.
It's
Quick
going
swing.
up. It's going up. Well, I'm happy they didn't. I'm happy they didn't.
Who did they
listen.
take instead?
Jan Vesley. They was calling the baby Blake Griffin from overseas.
Hold on, what is he?
You expected me to know who? I didn't know. I didn't know who that was. I ain't trying to be disrespectful, but you looking at me. Why you looking at me?
No, they called it like they was
This
comparing
man
him.
look at me
Like, they was
like,
comparing him
I
to
don't
like
know
the
who
Blake
that
Griffin
is,
of overseas,
man.
like athletic and run the floor. He was a
Yeah.
freak athlete, but
Hey, listen, man. I always. This is my question. I get it. There is talent overseas, but how you miss the that's sitting right here? That's the thing for me. I get it. There's talent overseas. They play
I gotta get fired
amazing.
up real quick. I gotta
They
get
play
fired up.
amazing technical basketball. How the miss Klay Thompson right next door? That's just that.
they be having their reasons. I ain't say they was good, OG, but I just say they got their reasons.
Yeah. Because okay, we gonna move on. Cause
No, well, you can keep going.
man,
You
I
keep going.
don't know. It be sometimes that I just be wondering.
But that's like our game, though. Our game is like a Euro game now.
What? Yeah.
They changed it from like how it was when, it's changed to like a Euro game now.
Actually, Gil had an unbelievable take on that.
He
on
did.
the
He has a
podcast.
great take.
He has a great
He did. He
take.
had a great take.
They said
Oh,
they-
yeah, I
they
get
said
it.
they wanted to expand
I
the
get
game.
it. Yeah,
so
I
they took
get
the physicality out of it.
Yeah.
Went to that free flowing to get overseas basketball pushing over here and expand our game.
Yeah.
It's
but
an
if you
interesting
want it,
take.
if you want it out, just send them home and
No,
stop taking them. That's what Gil said. He said that side of it too.
No,
If you want to take it out, then don't take them.
That's what I'm saying, because what they're talking about is like, and we'll touch on this actually because it's a good time to do it, is the game right now, and we kind of touched on it already. They score so many points.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll be honest, the way the rules are and the way it is, it's not a player's fault. These guys are, first of all, they're way too talented and they're way too skilled and they shoot the ball way too well.
Yeah.
Right. So if you're not allowing people to be physical and touch them, like you have no chance. Let's be honest.
Just look at it. We added the take foul. And overseas they foul you for your half-fast breaks. So that's what they added now. So you know what I mean?
But I'm saying if you really look at it now, as much as these guys are shooting, as well as they're shooting,
Skilled
as they are,
athletic.
Like, yes, if you're not going to be physical and do those things, like you're going to give up 130 points. That's why I tell people, like I'm an agent now, right? So I get in the draft, and then someone's like, "Well, he doesn't guard nobody." I said, "Who does?" At the end of the day, the game right now is the first to 125.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I just think everything is copycat. I mean, NBA is a copycat league, just like somebody run a play and then the next team start running that same play and then the next team somebody got a good European and the next team trying to find the next one and the next one and the next
It's
one.
like
and the
Golden
next one,
State
and the
said
next
in
one.
when they start playing
It's just a
small ball five.
copycat.
When Golden
Listen,
State-
everybody ain't gonna be Luka. Everybody ain't gonna be Joker.
And then when Golden State
Everybody looking for the next Luka and Joker.
And when
Keep
Golden State was
trying.
Golden State, when they put Draymond at the 5, every team couldn't do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When they had Steph and Klay and those guys, it worked out for them.
That used to blow my mind, man. I think we've touched on it on our podcast before.
So
It's like,
just to touch on that real quick, I don't have a problem with European basketball or Europeans. If I ain't take my ass to France, I wouldn't be here. I had to go over there one year just to get where I was trying to go. So I don't have a problem with it at all.
hold on, he said,
I had to go over there.
I need
I just
y'all to
made
hear
this
this.
clear.
I just need to make this clear. He said,
Yeah.
you don't have a problem with European basketball or Europeans, okay?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with none of that. I had to go over there to get where I was trying to go, so I don't have a problem with it. But like I'm saying, I have a problem when you're missing on talent right here, and your ass go all the way 19 hours to go pull them up. I have a problem with that. That's what I have a problem with, and I fell victim to that. I still got a list of Europeans that got drafted before me. We ain't gonna go over it, but I know 'em.
Yeah, we ain't got enough.
I can call them out right now.
We ain't got enough time.
We ain't got enough time.
We ain't got enough time.
So just so you know, right? Y'all, once again, y'all missing sitting right here just to go over there and look for a unicorn.
I love when preacher UD come out, boy. It's good. So talk about now. Obviously the Wizards. Fast forward to the Wizards now. What's up, man? You watching the Wizards at all?
Yeah, I be watching the Wizards, man.
What's up, man?
I don't know.
Man, what's up, man?
Hard to
I
watch.
don't know. They
boy.
got
Woo.
like ain't gonna lie though. NBA, like not even just because I'm not in it, I'm not gonna be bogus, like lie because I'm not in it. If I wasn't, it's just like the NBA, like you said, the game just changed so much. It's hard to watch. You know what I mean? Like it's hard to watch because nobody's playing defense. There's a lot of shots, and it's just like for me, it's like going to play pickup. Like it's like we go play pickup in the summer. Like you get a bucket, Go one-on-one, go one-on-one. So that's just all it really is. But I don't know. They just got to find their identity. I think they're trying to figure out what they're trying to do since they got a new front office. They just made adjustments. And they started off this summer by trading Brad and trading for Jordan Poole and trying to make the adjustments. So I think, like, you know what I mean, during the trade deadline, they didn't do anything. So I think going into the summer, they're going to try to figure out who they want to keep, who they really want to get rid of. But it's like starting over. It's like a rebuild for real. You know what I mean? You got to really start over and try to figure out what piece you want. So those guys at the top trying to figure out who they want to keep over there that's been there for years and who they want to let go.
I think personally, when I look at that team and I look at as Kuzma, I be wanting to make some free Kuz t-shirts because I feel like Kuz can help somebody.
But Kuz could have. He could have went to
like
Dallas.
Kuz could have helped somebody.
He squashed that?
Remember Dallas wanted him, but he turned it down.
Is that true? That's what they told us.
Nah, I feel so. I feel like
I
needed
Kuz to look me in my eye and say,
I don't know. I haven't talked to Kuz, but Kuz got to call you and tell you.
Yeah, he need to look me in my eye and say, yeah, I understand Washington.
But I really think they did come to him because the same way they went with Brad. They were like, yo, we feel like we're gonna move you because we trying to take this step. And I think they gave Kuz the opportunity from like what I know, like how those guys I think they are. They gave him the opportunity. I think he was like, I just want to stay here and build. But also it might be because Kuz like, you know what, I'm the man over here. Like, going to Dallas now, I'm the third option. So me getting 20 to 22 shots, I might get 8 to 10.
You got Tim, you got Luka, you got a lot going on.
And you might just be a catch and shoot guy over there.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to be over there.
Great point.
Because you got to think like P.J. Washington took that role. You know what I mean?
He's going to be. He's 100% going to be a catch and shoot guy there. The
and then he might put the ball on the floor once in a while to get a mismatch post. But the ball, Luka's getting the ball. He'd have played
that Dorian Finney-Smith role. The P.J.
And a guy like that, like he's done that with the Lakers, even though he was young in the career when they won the championship. He did that. Now he got to D.C. where I'm getting 25 shots a game, averaging 25. I might want to stay in this moment.
Guys like Kuz are important just when it comes to playoff basketball because the scoring comes down in playoff. It's just it becomes more possession games and stuff like that. So it's going to be, obviously it's over now, but that would have been a good spot for a really good spot.
Yeah, because if you one of those guys, one of those main guys, if you averaging 23, you got to go up 28. You got to go up 5 points.
100%.
Yeah.
But a lot of guys that stay the same number go down, then hey, we got to worry about something. You might not be that guy.
Yeah.
That's what they say in the playoffs. So if you averaging 30, it's like, damn, I got to go average 35 or more in there. Like, that's a high number. You got to go up.
You got to go up in the playoffs.
That's where you making money at in the playoffs. Like the regular season's cool. The playoffs where you be made at.
100%. You had those good runs with those Cleveland series. How were those?
Man, I'm mad we didn't get to see Cleveland in the playoffs. I wanted to. I broke my hand one year.
Yep.
Then the Hawks won and got swept by Bron and them.
So that was all that stuff with the riffraff with the Cleveland stuff was before the season, before the playoffs.
Yeah, it was regular season. When I said Bron made that bank shot, yeah. Cause bro, we was like, I ain't gonna lie though. I ain't like me. I'm just a competitive person. I'm never gonna say a team gonna beat us. Like you just gotta.
As you should.
Win. Like when y'all was in Miami, I wanted to play them so bad because in the regular season we just feel like we matched up with them. Like we ain't got nobody to stop Bron anyway, but we just feel like we matched up with them. Like, and with that Cleveland, we feel like me and Kyrie we was gonna do what we do. Brad and JR, you know what I mean? We had nobody for Bron, but we feel like Gortat and Tristan, we had that matchup. And the regular season, every game was on TV, and it was a battle. Like, it was no blowouts. It was back and forth. And that year he made that shot, he traveled before the day and called it. He missed the layup. And I made 2 free throws, and we was supposed to foul when he got the ball, when he threw it to him. Kevin Love threw an amazing pass. You know, he outlet king. He caught it. He fade away. I'm like, man, he ain't making it. Bank shot. He come out talking to me. I say, man, he don't be making that shot. He said, me, I work on this all the time. You know how Bron get.
Hey, no, listen.
I'm like, damn.
He do make some crazy.
Nah, he's special. He's
be
special,
some times where we used to be in the middle of practice and everybody just stopped.
Yeah.
Be like, come on, man. Can't none of us do this shit.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody else in here could do that.
Nah, for sure.
Brother, nobody else in here could do that.
Hey, guess what? He knew it too.
He knew it too. He get that jog going on. Yeah, okay, go ahead. Because we can't do that.
Yeah, for sure. He one of them ones.
How do you run back?
That's that little light jog when you walk into the.
We can't do that, bro.
That's like when you walking out, you know you cold, and everybody watching you. You just give them that little light jog, like they watch
the coaches over there. Like everybody just every time the practice turned into the Bron show, we just watching now. Everybody just watching now after a while.
So let's talk about this year going into it. You play another team. You play for Clippers. Can they win it this year?
I think they have a chance. You know what I mean? Most important thing, and I think with any team, y'all know, you've been to the finals, is staying healthy for sure. I think T. Lue's a hell of a coach. You know what I mean? Hell of a coach. Bro. Like, I love playing for him. He's a great guy, man. Nothing but high respect for him. And I think it's funny because when James said, "I'm the system, not the system," I am the system, I'm not a system. He won't lie. Like he went over there and like. I mean, PG and Kawhi, those guys are special, bro. Like Kawhi's on a whole nother level. Like I see them guys put in the work every day, and just see their work ethic, how good they are. They don't have to be the guys that make plays for them now. Like James is the guy that orchestrates their pick and roll and makes the job easier for everybody.
He's elite at that too, buddy.
Yeah, he's super elite because you can't go on these screens because he shoots the ball well. He can make every pass. He might not be as explosive as he was in Houston, but he can make every play and every pass. Most important thing for them, I think, is just staying healthy for them and just up in the air after that.
I mean, before, obviously, you was with the Clippers, but before that, you spent some time in Houston. And from a veteran perspective, I cringe sometimes not watching you be able to do what I know you were still capable of doing, but just honestly.
Still, he should be doing now.
Yeah, you're right. What he should be doing now.
That's what. Hey, hold on. I'm gonna go on this because I have to say this. We talk about this all the time, though. This is what the league's missing right here.
Hey guys, like you talk about Boog. How the hell Boog ain't got a job?
But it's
you know what I'm saying?
but it's so, to me, like, even when I got towards the end of it, there's certain things I could do, but he can still go and get it. He can still get 18 and 9 right now.
Yeah.
So it's different when you had that voice and you're still doing it.
Yeah.
You had it because you just would have whooped the dude's ass.
Yeah.
But I'm saying this is what the league's missing right now.
But
if I was getting ready for a playoff run, man, what's your cell phone number, man? Put that out there. Because I'm telling you right now, though, for real, like that's so important. People miss that. They miss this whole deal, like the young, what they can be, but it's right here in front of you.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing for me is I think like a lot of people would be like I'm an alpha dog, like you know what I mean. But like for me, like when I went to the Clippers, I didn't care about being the man. That's like a thing I want to get out there for people to understand. Like I don't care about being the guy that was an all-star averaging 20 and 10 before. Like I might not be that same player, but I was averaging 11 and 7 last year in 20 minutes. So I feel like I can still help a team. You know what I mean? Like you said, if you talking about defense, nobody's guarding nobody anyway. Like, you know what I mean? But I feel like the pace I bring to the game, the way I can run a pick and roll and find shooters and find people, I can help a team. And I'm cool with accepting the role. Like I don't care about making a big check. I just want to play because I still love the game. And I feel like I can help a team win. I think a lot of people think, oh, well, he want to be the man. I don't give a f about being the man. I did that before for 10 years. It's a lot of pressure. I was cool with it. But at some point in time, your body and your career tell you, you ain't that no more. What can you accept? And I'm cool with accepting the bench role. Like, people think, oh, he want to be a starter. And then if you play him up that's not a superstar or all-star, and he's just like, you didn't draft him, and I could compete for it, hell yeah, I'm going to win that spot. But if it's a guy like I'm going behind a Ja Morant, Steph Curry, or Devin Booker, or Drew Holiday, and those guys that fix those guys, and that's the glue guy, I'm cool with that, whatever to help a team win.
See, they did with Derrick Rose in Memphis. It's perfect.
Yeah, but I think my perception, a lot of people think like, oh, he can't accept that role. I'm cool with that role.
It's not true.
And that's
the narrative I wanted to get out there.
That's what I wanted you to speak on, because I think a lot of times when things don't work out and they see veterans not playing in a certain situation, they automatically assume on the outside that he didn't want to accept his role or he wasn't cool with that role. Nah, sometimes organizations just do up shit. I'm just cool with it. Sometimes organizations, and then when people sit on the other side and say, oh, why won't he take less money to stay, or why won't he do this? Because at the end of the day, what we come into a situation when you're dealing with, first of all, let me just take it back a little bit. When you're dealing with young black, I'm gonna preach a little bit. When you're dealing with young black kids, we already got an issue with trust. So now you put yourself in a situation where you're in an organization and they're giving you a lot of money and you're playing for a coach and you're in the locker room and everything is built on trust. I can't play with you. I can't play for you if I don't trust you.
Respect.
That's just as simple as that. I don't give a what nobody say, but you're not going to get my best version if I don't trust you. So now you put yourself in a situation where you trust this organization and you trust these people. And now it comes back to a situation where they're telling you everything you did to get to that point that made you the player that you are is wrong.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to accept that. Like, when did it become wrong? Yesterday? Because it wasn't wrong a week ago. It wasn't wrong a year ago. Yeah. When did it become wrong? And now it's your fault. Now it's your fault.
And that's how I feel. Like me, I'm just a straightforward person. Like me and you do had a conversation. I don't know him that well, but if I see him in a game, he'll tell me something. I tell him, and he's like, be honest with me. Tell me the truth, because if I'm up, I'm doing something wrong, tell me so I can know how to fix it. But if you lying to me, and then I go out here and see this, and you just do something different, like I can't respect you no more.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna look at you a different way. You know what I mean?
And it's all based on the communication of it. And I think that's where, you know,
a lot of people scared of communication.
Yes, and I think that's where the lines get blurred between players and organizations. And when you don't tell the truth or you don't communicate at all.
That's the key. I think you hit it right on the nose.
We respect it. We might not like what you got to tell us, but if you look us in our eye like men and tell the truth, we're going to respect that.
And if I don't respect it, then it's all on me.
That's
like,
on
if
you.
I moved on and I got to go somewhere, that's my fault, because you gave me the opportunity to respect it and you told me face to face like a man.
Yeah. That's all I want to get out.
It needs to be out there. I like it. Who do you got coming out of the East and who you got coming out the West?
The East, you just seen the game last night.
I did.
That's who I think going to be in the finals. That's my 2 picks.
Dallas? I know Denver, man. I don't want to hear that.
Nah, I'm just saying.
They took something from me by last year.
I know. That's the soft topic you don't want to talk about. I know, because you like, if I leave out here on the way out, I'm cool.
Man. Woo,
that
that's the
would've
way to
been
go
5?
out, ain't it?
4.
Ooh, yeah.
4?
That would have been the way to go out.
Boy, it'd been amazing.
It was a hell of a ride, though. I ain't got no complaints.
Yeah.
None at all.
Sure was.
I just feel like, Jokic just, man, shit you could do.
Nah.
Like, and I get it, like, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of the one thing people question, like, when I said it before, like, a lot of people don't really know basketball. They talk about it, but they don't really know it. Like, I think, like, a lot of GMs, they don't really know how to put good talent together. Like, some of them just do it because that's their job. Like, but you got certain ones you could tell do their homework and know what's going on. Yeah,
Shout out Tim
for sure.
Conley.
I agree.
Like, they know how to do it. And, like, Denver don't have the bench they had last year. But those young guys are starting to play and develop the way they need to. But, like, as long as they can keep Murray in the second unit, he play cool. But, like, the young guy Peyton Watson doing their part. But Jokic just so dominant, bro.
Man.
It's like,
You talk about Joker. This is a perfect segue. We just started a new segment called the Too Easy segment.
Oh,
Sponsored by ours, Morgan and Morgan. We fight for you, huh?
we sure do.
What it is in the Too Easy segment, though, we're gonna have it once a week, is a person or a team that's making it look too damn easy. And the day I picked for the first annual Too Easy was Nikola Jokic.
you ain't lied.
He makes it look too damn easy.
Make it look easy. Do I gotta pick the same person you pick, or can I have my own?
You can pick whoever you want. It's gonna be a fight.
I'm gonna let John go first.
All right, who's your Too Easy?
Jokic.
He make it look too easy.
If I had to pick anybody else, because they say I couldn't pick the same person, I'm going to say Luka.
Yep. Okay.
I'm gonna go with Shea.
Shea.
Go
But
SGA.
hey, hold on. What
I don't know if
hold on,
SGA ever had a drop of
Hold on. What school you go to? God damn, we
I forgot. We didn't even name him.
One thing I'm going to tell y'all on
We
this.
didn't even name him.
I
I don't think the man sweated. How many years he been in the league?
But what I be trying to
The
tell
man
y'all
ain't
is
dropped
our
a
school
drop of sweat since
is
he been in the
loaded, man. We got Jamal Murray, too. We got De'Aaron Fox. Come on, like, we could go for days. The crazy part is, like I was saying this, like, Russ did an amazing thing after triple-double. You know what I mean? Like, we ain't seen that.
No.
I feel like Jokic could do the same thing if he really, like.
Oh, for sure.
First of all, Joker could average triple-double.
For sure.
Like, no.
What Russ did was amazing, though, as a guard. Like, oh, my God, it was
Let
amazing.
me tell you, people talk and they get into their feelings and they say what they want to say about Russ. At one point, this man was the best in the world.
Man, I love
like,
Russ.
You say what you want to say, like all hell was coming when you had to play against
He's
Russ.
all about business.
It's like I think Jeff T said the other day. It was a perfect scenario because I was like, the hardest person for me to guard was Derrick Rose. You know what I mean? And when he was with Tibbs, oh man, because they all defending. He was like,
go.
He'd be cruising, then he'd be like, you know, I'm gonna turn. I'm about to go get 30.
On
But
go.
Russ, before you walk out of the locker room warming up for the game, in his mind, he looking at going to get 80.
Man.
Non-stop. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, they both was difficult, but Russ is just like, he like this the whole time, you know what I mean?
Force.
And
For
this
48 minutes,
Force.
force.
And this one, he had the mid-range. And OKC, like, coming at you full speed.
Oh, yeah.
Hop step. I'm like, I don't know if he hop step and the shooter go by you.
We played him in the finals. That man had 40-some here on all 11
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I
all
remember.
11-foot mid-range pull-ups because you couldn't do nothing about it. He came just so fast and stopped
Let's
so
get
fast.
down
It's like,
and pop
come
up,
on, man.
boom.
Yeah, and then D Rose, it was just like, he got the floater. He got the lays. He got the.
But so we're all in agreement that the Too Easy player of the week is Joker, though, or are we
We
fighting?
ain't all in agreement. I
Nah,
ain't
he
say
got
Joker. I
shanked.
said SGA.
Okay, so
The
you're
man
taking
ain't
that
sweated. How long this man? Have you seen this man sweat?
I haven't, but I've also haven't seen him win a championship.
What's the definition of too easy? A motherfucker ain't
Well, the
sweating
only
3
reason
years.
the only reason
and averages
Joker's-
30.
the only reason
and got
Joker
the second.
sweats
What
is
is the
'cause he got
first
bad
and second
body.
best record in the league right now? And
Yeah, I think the only reason why Jokic.
average 30.
The only reason Joker sweat because he's a little overweight.
You're right, but he sweat.
But he a bad man, boy. I love that kid.
I'm talking about when SGA need his own theme music. This pull up to the gym and jump out the car. He already best dressed.
We'll get him a Morgan.
Nah, I
thing.
ain't gonna lie though. He got the best captions though. His captions be on
bad.
point. Don't
No,
let him
he's-
come.
he's
Don't
so
let
good.
him come cook you and win. His caption game gonna hurt you a little bit more afterwards.
Man, too easy.
Like
It's
your
too
girl
easy.
watched it, she like, damn, he cooked you and captioned you like that.
Man, I'm telling you, it's
That
all
hurt a little bit.
Shout
Man,
out
I'm telling
Shay.
you.
I love it.
I'm
Yeah,
telling you, it's
SGA,
all
you
over
know,
with.
UK SGA, you know.
Hey, you'll get next week. Vote for me then, Cody. They doing a good job arguing with me. I like this. I'm Shay, you on that board for next week.
Yeah, I'm gonna take
Morgan
an
and
SGA.
Morgan.
There's no disrespect to Joker, but I'm gonna take
Just
SGA.
like-
Nah,
just
you
like-
can't go wrong with that one though.
Hey, just like Morgan and Morgan fight for you, UD fight for Shay. I like
Oh,
it.
for sure.
I
I
like
fight
it.
for what I believe in, killer. You know that.
Hey, where's Shay from?
From Canada.
You from Canada?
Yeah,
but
where do
you
you
from
go to
Kentucky.
school
You
at?
know UK.
All right, so that leads us to the prize picks. Man, go play some prize picks, win some free money, man. They're just handing it out.
Yeah.
But today our prize picks is giving us is the top 5 Kentucky. We're gonna do let's do college alum, not NBA alum. Let's do college alum.
NBA, I probably wouldn't be able to pick
that's
NBA
what,
alone.
That's what I'm saying. They're too good. when they get
Because
there.
he just brought SGA up. But
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
SGA
We
was nice.
forgot
in-
about him.
No, but he was nice in college. But like you say NBA did, I'm like, whoa.
So
I
what
gotta
UD
revert
like,
a little
yeah,
bit.
what UD likes to do is make sure we tell people, man, like this is just an opinion. What UD? Don't
This
be
is a
DMing
pain,
us.
man. Don't be DMing us talking crazy. We ain't got time for
It's
that.
hard enough the way it is with Kentucky top 5.
But why they gotta but it's my point is why they DM y'all for it because like they gonna have their own opinion too. Their 5 might be different also.
Everybody.
But you know, like they always be like, when we got our opinion said, we the wrong ones. But they can go up there and say whatever they want with their
100%.
opinion.
And then they could DM us and say crazy.
Yeah.
I would never. Some of the people DM me, I would never write it.
Well, they only said,
I would never DM some of this stuff to people.
but they only said because they behind the
It's
computer.
crazy.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Or phone.
So your prize picks, top 5 Kentucky college players, not NBA alum, because that's almost impossible. And it's already impossible the way it is, but we're putting you on the spot. Go get it.
Me at the 1.
Mm-hmm.
Be in tune with your star player.
Jamal Hansbrough at the 2.
Oof, he was so cold.
Tayshaun Prince at the 3.
Oh, dang.
Shout out to OG.
Man, shout out to
Couple
OG
OGs.
for real.
I'm gonna go AD at the 5.
AD.
Ooh. Got a
Sheesh,
tough one.
man.
What you gonna do now?
4. Let me see. Oh man, this hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
Man, there's so many you
Yeah.
can pick.
This
too.
is a tough one.
We
I don't want this
put this
question.
man on the spot.
I don't want this question.
4. God.
The man even went in position, by the way, which, by the way, tipped the cap.
Give me Boogie. Boogie
like
Cousins.
it.
I like that.
Roll
And
that.
I'm gonna put AD. I'm gonna move AD to the 4.
I like
Boogie
that.
at the 5.
By the way, when they was with the Pelicans,
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah,
I
I gotta go there.
Damn, we didn't get to see that too
Oh,
long.
my
Yeah.
God.
The Boogie,
Listen.
him and Pelicans.
Hey, I
Boogie.
think that was gonna be. I think
I
Lee
would
was
have
in
loved to see
trouble.
that
They were
stay
in
together.
trouble.
I would have loved to
And
see
then
that stay
people
together.
forget because
Oh, man.
Drew Holiday was solid, the perfect point guard for them at the time.
Oh.
And then they added Rondo that next year.
Oh.
I would have loved to see that stay
Anyways,
together.
let's touch
I
on
would
this
love to see
Kentucky
that
thing
stay
because
together.
we could talk about that. That would have been good. What do you think, UD? You like that 5? I mean, he knows better than us, so what are we gonna argue about?
I'm gonna throw Big Cat in my 5.
Oh, you
Jamal
gonna
Blue.
go Banana
Yeah,
Man?
I'm gonna go with his 5, but I'm gonna just take Big Cat just because that's my dog. That's just because that's my dog.
I was thinking about him.
I mean, think about
Nazi.
that. Antoine Walker, Ron Mercer.
See, that's how I said. That's how I think. Like, if we go college, like you playing small ball or you
Yeah,
play
that's what I'm
big
saying.
men in college. You know what I mean? Because if I'm playing like a Florida team that got like Al Horford or Joe Kim, I gotta have 2 bigs. But if I'm going, if they go small ball, then I'm going like Antoine Walker, playing my 4.
Wow.
Stretch the floor.
I like it. I like it.
Nah, he loaded. Nah,
Pretty good 5 right there, Coach.
It's a damn good 5.
Then you got a whole nother fight you can have for this new era.
Listen, you're gonna run that.
Like you got Malik Monk that won there too.
Man,
Shea.
keep going.
Shea, Jamal Murray.
Jamal Murray,
Got Bam.
Tyler
got
Hero,
Tyler
Bam.
Hero.
What are we talking about?
Bam played with Malik Monk and De'Aaron Fox.
Oh yeah, Devin
Yeah,
Booker.
Devin Booker. He
Fox,
came off the bench.
De'Aaron
Carl-
Fox,
Carl
Book.
Anthony Towns.
First of all, what are we
Carl
talking
Anthony
about?
Towns, Cat.
Hold up. We got to talk about that.
It's getting out of control.
It
now.
is getting out of
Now it's
control.
getting out of control.
It's just, hey, you know what it is, man?
Hey,
we just bring pros through, bro. That's
and,
what we
and
do.
again, that's why there's no bid because this man just is off the cuff. If you
And-
can sit here and talk about it, you might change some
You can
stuff.
talk all day, but
E.
then
Bled
then
from
E.
earlier.
Bled was there, Patrick Patterson.
Yeah.
Then you also got to think we had Julius Randle. I'm being disrespectful.
Randle.
Julius Randle too. I mean, then we had 6 or 7 guys in the All-Star game this year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, at least 7.
Yeah, you know what I mean? That's what we do.
You say, you know what I mean? Okay. Now you're getting real comfortable. We got to switch this shit. You're getting real comfortable. But you talked about Cat, and we talked about the playoffs. That's with his knee now. Where does that put? First of all, I hate it for him because he's had a hell of a year. What's that put Minnesota?
I'll tell you one
I know a
thing.
young fella likes to talk about some stuff over here.
already
but
know me.
he
I'll
don't
tell
like
you one
Minnesota.
thing. If that man, Anthony Ant-Man Edwards,
What?
Buddy boy.
go back and do what he did
Buddy
again last
boy.
night. I'm gonna tell you one thing.
Tariq.
This what like, well, young fella special.
Oh,
Yes.
I mean, different breed. You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
ain't no hoe. Ain't scared of
Yes.
nobody.
Yes.
Authentic gonna be himself.
Yes.
But you see what he tweeted Instagram yesterday?
What?
When they heard news about Cat? Lock in.
I like it. I like it.
All
I
he
like
put
it.
was lock in.
I like it.
You see what he did last night? 44.
And when it got that,
Head hit
at
the
end,
rim.
and when it
Easy.
got
His
it,
arm like this.
when it got that
The block
the
it.
end for the block
I
for
said,
the money.
nah. So like, if that mean lock in to get to that level, like so whatever that 20 or 21 that Cat was slacking, I'm gonna pick up.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Man.
If he gonna keep doing that at that level, they gonna be solid. And shout out my boy TJ Warren too. He got back in the league. You know what I mean?
Really?
Another North Carolina boy.
Shout out, man. What I say about Ant-Man, dog, and what I'm gonna stand on is like, aside from the numbers and what he does on the basketball court, he has got that team to embody his personality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what a true leader does. You know what I'm saying? I've been in that situation, and everybody talked about like how, you know, the Heat and how we grind. And as a leader, if I can get 15 guys to have my mentality and embody and see the game the way I
Scary.
see it, You know what I'm saying? And that's what he's been able to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We talking about a team that wasn't really known for their defense, wasn't really known for winning, and now you got a team that has a dog mentality that competes on both ends of the floor, and defensively and offensively, and believe they can win every night because he believes.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
And I think the thing with him doing that, to piggyback on that, with him doing that, I think Cat was like, you know what? I might be in here longer, but it's Ant-Man team.
Oh, for sure.
Because I think last year or the year before, they was kind of like going back and forth.
For sure.
Kind of trying to figure like who I pass the torch to. I know you've been around, you know what I mean, when Bron came here, like trying to figure out like, are we D-Wade passing to Bron or he still staying? So when he finally passed it to Ant, you could tell they took that next step. And I feel like that's the same thing when y'all was here.
I think Cat came out, and if I'm not mistaken, I'm almost
sure.
He said
Yeah,
that.
he said
he's going to be the face of the league. Like, this is the face of the league right now.
And Ant-Man was like, nah, I don't want that. But like, he's so like laid back, but shit, he going to have to. If
you
keep this up the way he
the
going.
man right now. You know what I'm saying?
That.
And I like the little friendly competition that him and Shay got.
Yeah.
And there's no disrespect.
Said the same shit. Shay was like,
ain't nobody disrespecting nobody, but it's like,
I would have said the same thing.
Yeah, I'm the man.
I feel like I'm the best out here too.
Man, and I like that.
Hey, that's one thing about the league right now. They're in good hands with some of this talent here.
Yes, Lord.
And you go, and the funny part is that now, like, you can't hide what you say because it's gonna be on social media.
No, it ain't coming down either.
No, it's up there.
It ain't coming down.
I love when they get on social media. I love when you see the comments as they put the little blue hat cap. They'll call you out quick. They'll call you out quick on social media. They put 3 hats.
What they hit you with?
3 little blue hats. That's cap. They call your ass out on social media.
I gotta keep up with the times. We capping now.
Oh, they be capping. There be a lot of capping out here. Listen, man, 70-80% of social media is cap. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta keep up with you guys.
They don't be
the cap gonna get 1 million likes, and the real gonna get about 200 total. The cap gonna get 1 million likes, and the real gonna get 200 total likes.
Oh, you need a fan of the cap. I love it.
It's like a person with a blue check and all these followers. Like, who is you?
Yeah.
Pay for followers, pay for all that.
All day.
You know we a man of the people up here, so we're gonna answer some fan questions. We're gonna answer some fan questions.
Oh, I got a lot
What they got? They better not ask no tomfoolery.
There's gonna be some tomfoolery. You know there's gonna be some foo-foo.
Can you teach me how to Dougie? Do people even? I'm not finna ask that.
By the way, you're right about that, but you turned that thing on now.
Oh, that was a legendary Dougie, but he's 33 now. I'm not finna ask this man about Dougie.
More. They be asking me, I'm
man, I'm not finna ask this man to do no damn
I was
Dougie.
19 years old.
Nah, but it was amazing when you did it, boy. I was.
How he doing you?
But I'm not finna ask him to do it now. The man
hold
33.
on. You're right. I'm finna ask you to do it.
I ain't got it.
Hey, and listen, he did it for you. You did it. This is a good one though. And I think the answer should be yes. Would you be open to playing with the Heat, with Jimmy Bam, et cetera, and being coached by
Man,
Stone?
I wish.
Man,
I talked to him in the program, and I was like, man, I
talk
would
about
love
that all the time. You know what I mean? Like,
and you living right down the road.
Live here, just feel like I can help them a lot. You know what I mean? I think like getting Terry was a great piece for them. That like somebody that can make plays and pick a role for them and stuff. But even if I didn't come off the bench, I think I could be another person that can help them and impact them. Like me and UD talk about this plenty of times, and I work out with Bam a lot, so. Never know what can happen.
You're on the Right OG podcast because that's assistant GM right there.
I wish I was. Vice President of Player Development.
There you go. He's going to develop you.
He 33 years old. That man know what time it is. I ain't got to develop that man. That man got it all in the bag. Somebody just need to take care of the man and sign the man, because at the end of the day, this is where, and I'm going to touch on this once again. Now, you get these guys at 19. He was able, but it was a different era. But you get these guys a franchise and an organization at 19 or 20 years old, and you throw millions of dollars at them. Who can relate? They homeboys can't relate. They brother can't relate. They cousin can relate. John Wall can relate.
No doubt.
John Wall knows what that feel like.
Yep.
John Wall knows what it means to have an organization on your back at 19 years old and making millions of dollars and pushing it forward. So he knows that. Only people could speak on that is somebody that's been in that situation. Right. This brings me to another thing real quick.
Oh, here we go.
Something that we talk about, and this kind of looks serious. Because I remember in 2019, what you dealt with personally, with your mom passing away. Yep. And, I remember reading that, mentally, the toll that it took on you. I remember coming in, and I speak on this, and my mom passed away 13 years ago. My father passed away about 3 years ago, and I lost my stepmom about 3 and a half, 4 months ago. So I remember reading and the mental effect that it took on you. And I just remember landing 2, 3 in the morning and going straight to the hospital to spend the night with my mom when I get in, and then wake up in the morning, go home or whatever. Just talk about that real quick, because I know we like to have a lot of fun, but I also want to talk about mental health and how that challenges you and how that changes you.
I think just us as African-American men, we feel like you said, like, trust is a big part for us. And coming up from like our background, we feel like we ain't trying to ask another man for no help. Like, we try to figure it out on our own. And 2019, matter of fact, I moved up a little bit before that. 2018, I tear my Achilles. And a lot of people don't know this neither. I had a bone spur like 2-3 inches in my Achilles that I played with for 6-7 years. Told me it was tendonitis. It kept getting worse.
So it was tendonitis?
Badass doctors.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie though. It's,
what are you missing, the 3-inch bone spur?
It's
tendonitis. You don't see that bone?
We playing in Cleveland. It's Colin Saxon, like my first time playing him. He's fast as hell, you know.
Good buddy. Yeah.
You a dog.
He take 2 dribbles at me. After the jump, my back ped, I said, oh, just foul. I walk right to the back. Like, I got to get surgery now. It's inflamed, like it's red. Show you a picture and over. So I go have surgery. My first son about to be born, December 5th, 2018. And my mom get diagnosed with breast cancer.
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn, God's telling me to sit my ass down somewhere. Because now I get to watch my, you know, because most of the time we traveling playing the season, we don't get to see our kids grow.
No doubt.
Then I'm like, damn, my mom is sick. Now I get to spend a lot of time with her. I don't know how much time she got left.
Yeah.
So I'm just seeing her go through chemo, being around her. I move up there with me and stuff. And I just see her getting weaker and weaker. Because my mom used to be up 5 a.m., 6 a.m., going to TJ Maxx, going to Marshall's, Ross. Give them how much money I had. She's still shopping there.
Same story.
She going flea market, all this.
Yeah.
And like she just started getting weaker and weaker. She come to my last birthday party, 2019. And I could just tell, like, you know what I mean, she getting to that point. Then she had a heart attack on her left side, so her body went numb. And I was like, you know what, you know, you try to go in there, you see your parent look a certain way, and I'm like, I can't go in there. Like, cause you break down, you cry.
Yeah.
It's awful.
And my assistant like, man, you gotta be strong when you go in there. I'm like, man, you can tell me whatever you want. I can't be strong. Like, I'm strong, but I'm trying to be. So then, what did I say? Yeah, try to be strong. So then we about to go play Charlotte. And my mom's back in North Carolina now. So we flying to Charlotte, we land. I get the call, like 20 missed calls. I'm like, please don't tell me she died. Like this, you know what I mean? I call my sister back, she like, yeah, she passed away, they got on the breathing machine. So we had to, you know, what is that, Ritz-Carlton, downtown Charlotte? Boy, I don't know how much I that room up. Like, I'm talking about, you know, that they got a TV in the mirror? I'm talking about, boom, I'm breaking everything. Flowers thrown everywhere. And this one I really saw Bradley Beal and we got closer. Like, we was brothers before.
Yeah.
And I called him like, man, my mom died. And she on the breathing machine. He come down there, kick it, talk. Just emotional as hell. One of my old heads and my security at the time on the team, we get in the car, I'm like, bro, just drive me there. It's a three-hour drive from Charlotte. I get there, it's probably like 400 people outside.
Damn.
Wow.
Like 200 outside, 200 upstairs.
Wow.
I'm listening to R. Kelly, I wish the whole ride home, bro. Just in the backseat crying the whole time. I get to the hospital. I'm like 6'4", 220, 215 at the time. I look, see on the breathing machine, I just faint. Like I never fainted before in my life. So I just faint. Everybody trying to catch me. Like, we can't catch you. It was funny at the time afterwards. And then I remember just 2-3 nights straight, I just lay right beside her. Like, you know, they got that little ass bed, neck hurt and all that.
Yeah.
I'm just laying there like, damn. So like, it's like 1,000 people come there, bro. And the lady said, I ain't never seen as many people come to somebody that's on their deathbed.
Wow.
So that let me know how much love my mom had.
Respect.
And everybody, and one thing I respect about my mom is, even no matter who I was, she still used to go to AAU tournaments at Garner Road with David West run the AAU program, and work the concession stand in the front door. Like charging people $10 to come in and stuff like that. Most people that get to that point, she be like, man, I don't gotta be around this, my son, who he is. She never was that, and that's what like instilled in me to be who I am.
1,000 people were at that hospital too, though.
So then I'm like, all right, everybody get out. Just let me and my 2 sisters on my mom's side talk to her. You know what I mean? She's like knocked out in a coma. She wakes up. Like, look at us, and we all express how we feel to her.
Wow.
And somebody tried to open the door, she closed her eyes back. She passed away probably like 15, 20 times, like hit 0, and she just kept fighting.
Wow.
And that's how she was. She was a fighter. So when that went away, I was like, you know what? My mom loved Budweiser's. I was like, you know what? She passed that night. I want to have about 10 Budweisers. I don't even drink beers.
That don't make you a bad guy.
No, I'm just expressing. So I have 10 Budweisers. I'm lit. Think I'm having fun. I go outside, throw all that shit up. I'm like, man, I'm messed up. I can add them up Budweiser. But just like, speaking on that moment, like, my mom was my best friend. Like, I still got her same phone number saved. I text it every morning.
Me too.
I call it. I used to talk to my mom 5-6 times a day. So I know how it is, and I'm trying to tell people mental health is serious. So I had to go get a therapist after that.
Yeah, me too.
Like, if it wasn't for my 2 boys, like, I put it in my head twice. And a lot of people that's close to me and my friends at the time didn't know. And not to branch off, but you know what I mean? Like, I had a video came out throwing up gang signs and stuff like that. That's when I was in my darkest moment, trying to figure out to find happiness.
Go back though. You said you had a your head?
Yeah. And man, if I take myself away from this earth, I'm failing my kids. Like, who's going to be here to raise them?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wrote about it in a Players Tribune. I wrote a story about it. I'm like, I take it away from them. That ain't fair to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I know I got to be here for them. And what I piggyback on and expressing about mental health is, like, I had a video come out about certain shit. Nobody's perfect. You make mistakes.
Yeah.
And at that time, I was in a dark space trying to find happiness. So for me, it was going out, partying, having fun, just trying to find something to give me some peace. And it wasn't the right way. And when I had all that go through, and I had, like, me, you got to think, 2017, I signed a max contract. I'm one of the top 10 best players in the league. Second best player after Bron. Have Achilles injury after that. And now I see I go from rock bottom to the bottom. And who's really with me? Who's really there for John Wall? The person, not the basketball player.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you know when you're done, the phone don't ring the same way.
Not
It's
at
different,
all.
isn't it?
Not at all.
So I'm like, all right, I'm going to see who really close to me. My mom told me before she passed, she was like, you're going to lose a lot of people close to you because they're not there for you. They're there for your lifestyle. And I finally got to that point when I realized it. So mental health is a big factor. I still talk to a therapist to this day to figure out and better myself. So if you ever feel like you're in a spot where you're not comfortable as a black man, African American, or any race, no offense to that, go get help. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with it because I had to figure that out or I wouldn't be here today.
And how old are your kids now?
5 and 3.
Man, for
See,
me,
that's why you stepped away.
For me, I was watching, you know, obviously I caught, you know, wind of that from my perspective. And, you know what I'm saying, I didn't know you, you know, personally outside of the, you know, the interactions on the basketball court, but my heart kind of went out to you because I know that feeling. I know what that feels like. You know, when I had to tap into, you know, the therapist and the mental health part of it is I mean, it's different when you lose a parent. So I've been to a lot of funerals. I mean, I can go on. My brother passed away, you know, Fat Frank, Lil Malcolm, you know what I'm saying? Like, the list goes on. But when it really hit me was when I lost my father, because my father was my best friend. Like, if anybody know me, I'm my daddy's child, boy. My daddy walked through the door, it won't be no different than me walking through the door. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say, I talk like him, I act like him, you know what I'm saying? There's so many similarities, but when I lost my father, it was when I really had to tap into that mental health, you know what I'm saying? Because that's when things just kind of start to pile up and everything starts to hit you at once, because you start to suppress a lot of things. You go back to when I lost my mom, man, I didn't take no time off. I mean, I literally had the funeral, did the wake and everything, was right back into practice, right back into basketball, really took no time away. But when I lost my father, that's when everything kind of caught up with me at once. And that's when I had to tap into the mental health and sit down and talk to somebody and just have those conversations. Because like you said, you know, as black men, we taught to suck it up. And you can't, nothing can affect you. I remember the first conversation I had with my stepmom about having a heartbreak. Her conversation back to me was, don't be no punk. Okay, listen, I can't talk to you no more. You can't help me. You can't help me. I'm talking about a heartbreak. You talk about me being a punk. Like, this hurts. You can't help me. So I just understand.
You told you don't be a punk. Now I know why you are who you are.
I ain't no punk either. Shoot, one thing about it, I ain't no damn punk either, but the stigma, you know what I'm saying, of that, you know what I'm saying, that was tough. So, you know what I'm saying, I just wanted you to speak on that because that's real. You know what I'm saying? And now, fast forward, now I just lost my stepmother 3 months ago. So now for me, cancer has taken all my parents. My father had a little bit of colon cancer, myeloma. My mother had adrenocarcinoma, and my stepmother had lung cancer. So now cancer has affected me in all those ways. So it's my mission to fight with cancer, and I have the partnerships with Bounce Back from Cancer and the things I have with Baptist because of how special that is and that relationship that we have with those people. So I just want to commend you for not, you know what I'm saying, going that route and stepping out there and, you know, being vulnerable and being honest with somebody and getting help, dog. Because a lot of times we won't do that, and we don't do it. And we don't do it enough.
Yeah, because my dad died from liver cancer, my mom breast cancer, and then one of my little friends, Maya, died from leukemia. That's a little girl that I had that special thing I did for in DC. Man. So that was special. Like you said, just to piggyback a little bit, I didn't really take no time off after my mom passed. And I wasn't even playing. And I remember I went back to Detroit to meet the team, and we was practicing. I'm just like, it's my sanctuary. Like, this is the only thing that's gonna give me peace. So my mom like, man, get your ass back to work. Like, I'm good. I'm done. I'm at peace right there. You ain't grieving. Go get back to work. And that's what I did. And it kind of made it cool for me. But then a devastating hit a year later because my grandma passed. And I feel like my grandma was just like, man, I'm tired. Like, my daughter died. I'm good. And it was hurtful for me because we couldn't have a real funeral. It was COVID. And I was in Houston, and we was playing OKC. We won, and we was about to play another game. I flew, but I couldn't be around my family. Cause you know, if you're around your family, anybody, you got to go to
get the testing on stuff.
Yeah, you had to go to quarantine for 10 to 14 days. I'm like, I can't be around my family. Like, it's a bad time. So I had to go in there and see my grandma on her own, and I could just wave at my family from the window, and then I went back to the team.
Wow.
But, if I could give you one piece of advice, and this is just my advice to you, is like, don't remember how we saw them in those hospital beds, like the
Remember the good
visions.
times.
Because for me, I'm the oldest, so I had to be the one to take my mother off life support. It had to be my decision. There was nobody else to make that decision. That was a tough
same
decision
for
I
me.
had to make.
Ew.
You know what I'm saying? I got to say, pull the plug on my mom.
I was the same.
Yeah,
I
so-
want the oldest, but they look at me like,
Yeah.
what you want to do? I'm like,
But
did that, let her do it.
what we looking at and that version of them is not the version we want to remember. But oftentimes that's the vision that comes to our head. But we got to remember the times that we had, the great times, the fun, everything they instilled in us. What you're going through right now, regardless of whether you miss your mom or not, she prepared you for it.
Yeah.
Because you handling it. You handling it the right way. That ain't mean you ain't got knocked down. That ain't mean it's easy, but you handling it. So she prepared you for it. So she did a great job. I'm sure she was an amazing
There's only
woman,
one thing
dog.
I still be questioning that. You probably got the same thing. Did I do enough?
Yeah. I think about it and I look back at old pictures and I just wanted to make sure that they enjoyed the journey just as much as I did. You know what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't be here obviously without
Y'all
them.
did enough.
No, for sure. But like my team be like, yo, stop saying that. I'm like,
I know.
but like that's why I got this piece on today. Like,
There you go.
I mean,
Shouts out to family.
Yeah, family first.
All right.
For sure.
That's right. Appreciate you coming in, brother. It's been an unbelievable episode.
Thank
you.
y'all.
Love the
Thank you
shout
for
out.
being
show.
vulnerable and honest. on
UD gonna
everything.
Dougie his way out of here. Show me Dougie, UD. Appreciate y'all. Top in.
for sure.
Yes, sir.